Have I taken off some of the sharp edges that were there a couple of years ago? Is it getting a little better in my own presentation, my own performance? And not only my performance on the platform and on the stage, but most important is your performance in dealing with people one-on-one, dealing with people in a small group. Sometimes that performance, that situation is even more important, than doing the performance on the stage in Barcelona or Japan or Orlando. Because the few that you might have around that could become the big leaders in your organization for the future, the performance you have there, what you say there, how you say it there, can be just as important and perhaps even more important than your performance on the stage when there's 1,000 people to listen. But I think that's a good thing to consider as you move through the year. Take some time to review your performance. Also, in reviewing your performance, it's not a bad idea to have some people around you that you trust their counsel and let them help to evaluate your performance. And here's why. Sometimes when we're so busy during the day and we're so busy and when we're doing the meeting, it's hard to sort of think about how we're doing. We just go do it. But someone who might observe some things that we don't think about might be able to give us some very wise advice. So those that are close around you, don't hesitate to ask them, how did I do? How was that presentation? How was that training class? How was my workshop? Was it okay? What kind of grade would you give me? Or on the scale of 1 to 10, how would you evaluate my performance? And if it's someone you trust that can give you good feedback on your performance, your language, your style, how you make the presentation, your attitude and how it comes across, your personality, maybe some things that they can see that you can't see. Because sometimes we get so involved, we can't see it ourselves. But someone else on sort of the outside looking in can observe. Not to tear you down, but to give you some good feedback and some wise advice. This is a good one, reviewing your performance with yourself and with the help of others that are around you that can give you wise advice. Now here's another one this year that can make this a fabulous year for you, and that is to face your fears. We've all got them. The fear that we might not do a good job. The fear that it might not turn out as we hope it would. The fears that are lurking there, some that have come and have been there even maybe since our childhood. Life is consisted of both fear and faith. Faith, of course, is the ability to overcome your fears. But what you have to do in terms of your fears, about perhaps your own inadequacy, not feeling strong enough at the moment, you just have to face those fears. And you just have to go to work on them. What could I do to eliminate this fear or to at least overcome it? Or what I like to say, drive it into a small corner. Because there's always the conflict between faith and fear. But here's what faith can do. Drive your fears into a small corner. But if you start amplifying your fears, guess what your fears can do? Drive your faith into a small corner. There's always a contest between one and the other, between good and evil, between darkness and light, between sickness and health, between liberty and tyranny. The contest is always on. But what we have to learn to do is face that dark side, face that difficult side, and see if we can't manage it. Maybe not eliminate it altogether, but drive it into such a small corner that it does not affect the rest of your performance. So face your fears, whatever they are. This is a good year to do that. You've got the strength to do it. You've got the help to do it. You've got the support to do it. This is the time to do it this year, to make this your best year. Here's the next one that I would give you good advice for this year, and that is to exercise your willpower. No telling what you can do if you set your mind to do it. Two of the most powerful words in the language, I will. Benjamin Disraeli once said, nothing can resist a human will. And if you'll use those two words a little more often this year, I will learn the disciplines. I will get better every day. I will make sure my presentation is the best. I will make the best of my opportunity. I will maximize my time. I will try to correct my errors in judgment better this year than last year. I will do a superb job. If you'll use that willpower, I'm telling you, the I will power that you have is unmatched. If you'll just use it. Sometimes we have a lot that we aren't using. It's like having a bank account and you never write a check. That would be a little strange. Or you have a $10 million bank account and you keep writing $1 checks. What I'm asking you to do, you've got a $10 million bank account of willpower. What I'm asking you to do this year, and that is to write some larger checks, take on some larger challenges, and say to yourself, hey, I've learned to solve problems in the past. I will solve the problems of the future. I will correct my mistakes. I will learn to meet people that I was afraid of before. I will learn to master getting up and talking in those public meetings. I will become a leader and help people with their Herbalife future. I will make the necessary changes. I'm telling you, you can do that. Here's another one. Admit your mistakes.
All right, we're gonna cut it off right there. I'm laughing because that video, right, is not one of the more exciting videos that he be talking on. It's not with too much energy, it's not with too many you know what I'm saying, animations or whatever. But the information he's giving is like super solid. So a lot of people will be like, he's monotone. I don't want to listen to that one. Like who type of one if you said before that Jim Rohn is monotone? Type of one before if you said that before in your mind or you talked to somebody about it, right? I just want to see because um it's the truth. Like some of the stuff is monotone, right? But like I said, the information is really key. Um, so I have a question, right? Today is actually about a few different questions and just going over a few different things. Um, like he was just saying right now, type of two, right? Type of two in the chat if you have faith that you'll make it to where you want to inside of this business. Type of two if you have absolute 100% undoubted, unwavering faith that you'll make it. Nice. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. And the thing about it is, right? Not that I don't like the seeing the twos, right? But I feel like some people, I'm not saying anybody specifically, right? But it's like might be pressure to be like, oh, I'm gonna type it two because I don't want to feel like an outcast. Like it's okay to not necessarily this is how I look at it, right? If you have fear, having a little bit of fear is okay, right? Because having fear drives you to say, okay, you know what? I don't want to be like that. Like my fear was I don't want to be broke, right? Like that was my fear inside of the business, right? And actually in life in general, right? So it was like, damn, like that scares the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what? I need that little bit of fear that can happen to me because it can happen like that, right? So yes, exactly. So, no, but I like the two that you have unwavering faith, right? So, okay, bet for sure. Now, type of three, right? Now, listen closer to this. Type of three, if you know you have more inside of you to give to get to your goals, you have more inside of you, right? Because this is the thing everybody has more inside of like, I freaking guarantee, dude freaking guarantee. If your back was against the wall and it was like, yo, you got a gun held to your head and you got to go get 2 clients today or it's over, you're going to get 2 clients. I guarantee it. I guarantee because your back is against the wall, right? And so, not that it has to be that extreme because that's very extreme, right? But ultimately, it's like, okay, if we have that mentality, like, damn, like go big or go home, I need to make it or it's bad. Like, if you have that mentality, what more could you create for yourself? Like, what would it look like for you if you gave a little bit more? Somebody come off of mute and let's get real here. Let's be truthful. Like, if you gave a little bit more, what could it look like for you? And giving a little bit more can start now. Giving a little bit more can start tomorrow. Giving a little bit more can be like, okay, I'm getting my goals in line. Giving a little bit more can be like, I'm gonna do, I'm going to talk to 5 new people today. Giving a little bit more can say, um, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my shake twice a day and my tablets 3 times, right? So come on, somebody come off of mute and say, what do you think your life could look like if you gave a little bit more right now? Somebody come off of me. I would love to hear this. And I actually go myself. I actually start, right? So for me, I know if I gave a little bit more in the sense of talking to people, right? I could probably be doing 5K, right? And if I was doing 5K, that means I would have a little bit more, well, a substantial amount more money coming in on the cash flow in, right, from retail, right? Now, what could that mean? That could mean anything. That could improve. Having more money improves your lifestyle. You guys would agree, right? So obviously, talking to more people would increase that. I know if I gave a little bit more, I could be doing 5K. That's amazing. That's great. Obviously, starting to qualify for different events, vacations, things like that, bring people on, talking to more people, better opportunity, more chances for people to say yes, building an organization, new distributors, new supervisors, new team members, second, third level, building your organization, building a business that withstands the test of time. We talked about that, right? That's what can happen if you say, I'm going to give a little bit more. For me, that's what I know because, that's just what I know, right? So for somebody else, what would that look like for you guys?
I go. Okay, so I think for me, Jackie, by the way, supervisor currently. Um, I think for me, been in the business for about almost a year and a half now. Anyway, for me, I think just getting out there and talking to more people. Um, and if I get that initiation and people are willing, then that will probably push me more to go out more and do it. And the momentum, I believe, would boost, within myself. And that would just give me more courage to go out and get what I want in terms of getting more clients, like you said, PMs, distributors, and then, building my organization and making more money because that's what I'm working on right now. So to have that, and even with that mindset, I think is just, it's enough to push you, but push you more to get what it is that you want. And I think that's what it would do for me, if that
Right.
makes any sense. Hope I didn't balance.
So now, this is awesome, right? Now, that's great to have desires and everything like that. Like everybody has desires. I think that pretty much everybody has desires, no matter what. Even if you're unmotivated, you have desires, right? But now behind that desires, it's like he said, Jim Rohn, the willpower. Shout out to Will, right? The willpower to say, okay, I'm going to do something about it. I'm actually going to get up and, you know, go outside. I'm actually gonna intentionally get on Instagram and do my thing and talk to people, message people, right? I'm gonna go through my followers and see who recently followed me in the last day, 2 days, week, whatever, right? Things like that. Like putting on events. Like I'm going to do something. I'm going to take action. Like the willpower behind that to say I care about my life enough. I care about my business enough to do something about it. You know what I mean? Because it's easy for you to be like, not you, Jackie, but anybody to be like, okay, I got my job, it's cool, I got sustainability, I know I'm getting my check, I just got to show up, it's cool, so I don't necessarily got to put in so much work. I can eventually get to it, right? I can eventually get like that will kill you. That will kill you eventually. Eventually will kill you. So it's like, and that's in anything in life. Like, oh, I'll eventually do it. I'll eventually fold that laundry. I'll eventually, you know what I'm saying? I'll eventually do the laundry. I'll eventually take the trash out. I'll eventually feed my dog. I'll eventually feed my baby. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no eventually. Like, you got to do it, right? So it's like, treat your business because it's easy to say, like I just said, oh, I got a job. It's cool. I'm lackadaisical. It's all good. I get my check every week or every 2 weeks, whatever the case, once a month, whatever, right? Twice a month. And I know it's that. I know that I take care of my bills, so I can just relax on the Herbalife if it comes to me, if I feel like it. Okay, cool, whatever, right? It's easy to say that, but is it worth it to say it? when you know that the lifestyle is out there, when you know that you can go ahead and grab it, when you know you follow these people on Instagram, when you know your favorite person is buying Chanel, taking trips, getting new cars, feeding the homeless, buying new houses, starting families, wearing the nice stuff, ripped up, snatched, the whole shenanigans, right? Is it worth it when you know what's available?
I'm gonna say something else too. Sorry. Um, to the beginning of this, what you just said. So, like, for me, it's like, how bad do you want it? And if you want it, you go out there and get it and don't make excuses. So, like, right before this call, I'm looking at the time, and I'm just like, okay, and I'm looking at the the squat challenge calendar, and it's like, okay, I got to do 80 jump squats, and I didn't get them done today. So it's like, okay, I need to go out here and get these done before this call. I actually went and did 40 in this last. Okay, I got to do like 40 more. So right before the call, I go out there and I got my 40 more out the way. So I'm done with the 80. But today I was thinking like, dang, I really don't want to do these squats. Like it's 80 jump squats. Do I have it in me? So taking that in a sense and turning that into everything else that I need to be doing, like get out there and talk to these people. Don't sit on it, don't wait on it. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So I made the squats happen and I'm glad I did. And so I just have to run with that as far as my business goes as well.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. Definitely having the need to do that, and that transfers over into the business. For sure. So, right. So you guys got to do something about it. I got to do something about it. When I say you guys, I mean we. I'm not exempt from any of that, right? So in when it comes to that, how many times have you guys told your story in the last week? Type the number right now in the chat, that how many times you've told your story in the last week or in the last stretch amount of time that you can remember recently. Told mine today, actually. 5, Abene, 2, Steph. For some reason, I'm not able to get on. I think it might be related to security. Michaela talking about some. Can't get on this week. 0, 0. Sharif, 1. Okay, bet. You guys have heard. Okay, and this and if this is in the last week, what, we got 2 more, 3. This is in the last week, right? Okay, bet. So I know that I've been asked to you with the high 5. I told mine's actually 5 times as well, because I heard this after the call last week, right? About how many times have you told your story like intentionally, right? Like getting it, not like the real 30-second story, like getting the tail, like this is what the hell's going on, right? These numbers aren't high enough. Mine's included. Like I said, I had 5, Will 3. Yeah, these numbers aren't high enough. They're not high enough. That means we're not telling enough people about what we're doing, about who we are, our experiences, because at the end of the day, right, it's about the lifestyle, right? It's about being able to say about what's going on and what we're able to do and where we're going and painting the vision and what have I done so far and where's the evidence to show and where's the social proof, right? So, right, like Instagram can't be enough for people to be like, okay, like, yeah, they can see, but you need to give the details. You need to give the meat. Like, let me tell you about what the hell I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? So focus on that to say, okay, you know what? I need to tell my story. Like I can't necessarily say a number, right? But I would say 10 is a good number. If you can tell your story 10 times in a week, that means you didn't had 10 really good conversations if you're able to get to that point. Would you guys agree? So it's kind of like, okay, bet. Let's start to do that. Let's start to say, okay, I need to tell my story 10 times, because how many of you guys have heard the saying in here, we're just glorified storytellers, we're high paid storytellers, right? Because that's the case. Like when you get to press team, like it's just about your story and how you done leveled up and whatnot. So let's focus on that, being able to say, yo, let's talk to more people, right? So in the vision, in the progress, in the doing, right, in the progressing, in the pin changes, right? Okay, bet. So we got some goals, right? So it's second quarter. LDW is this weekend, right? We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Which means that pretty much it's 3 months, 90 days until extravaganza, right? And then pretty much 6 months till the new year, 2021 or 2022, right? So where would you guys like to be at as far as pin level by 2022. So what is that? Like 8 months, 9 months, right? Like 9ish months, right? And so I'm painting that because I want to say I want you guys to paint the vision, because it's gonna have. If you say a certain thing by 2022, there has to be something by Extravaganza. There has to be something by October LDW. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying it right now, because LDW is this week. So somebody come off of mute, right? And tell me where you want to be by the end of the year 2022, starting at 2022. Somebody come off of mute. We're going to need a couple of people for this.
I'll share.
Bet. Let's hear it.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? It's Will, current supervisor. Been in the business for it's April. Been about in it for about 10 months now. But in this year, by the start of 2022, I want to be on active. I want to be on world team. Want to be on world team. Got to. I've been sitting as supervisor for a couple months now. I've just been trying to build back my momentum, but to be where I want to get to, I need to be at world team. Like, that is a standard I have to commit myself to. So just got to keep applying pressure and I'm really aiming to use LDW as a catapult to really get my momentum back going. I just need to sharpen my skills and take up some new tools along the way. So I'm really looking forward to LDW.
Okay, bet for sure. So, just real quick on what you said right there, right, about getting your momentum back. I just want to say, right, events are really great to get recharged at. So that's why it's like really important for you guys to go to events, especially because of COVID and not being in person. Because a lot of you guys haven't been to in-person events, so it's like you don't even know what it's like. But so it's really important to get to events, right, for the recharge. But what I'm trying to say is that what I've learned in the business is that momentum doesn't just come. And I'm not saying it to you, Will. I am saying it to you, but I'm not saying it like that. But it's like momentum just don't come. Like, momentum comes from you doing. You know what I'm saying? Over and over and over, and you getting some results, you being fired up, and you doing it again and getting more results. That's where momentum comes from, versus you just saying like, okay, I went to this event, I heard some stuff, and now momentum's on my side. That's not the case. That's not true. That's not how it is, right? You got to get momentum from you doing. And sometimes I just really want to emphasize this. You don't always get a return on the do at first. You don't always get a return on the do at first, which is why a lot of people be frustrated and never fully get going. Because they be like, man, I've been doing stuff for 3 days and I ain't got a client. Dude, sometimes it be like that. Like, you go for 3 more days. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then look at what you're doing as well, right? But that's a whole different topic. But ultimately, the momentum comes from you doing, right? And then getting a result and then doing it again and being fired up about it. Anna, I wanted to call on you because I seen that you said, what up, right? Let's hold up. What up?
Hello. I'm all nervous.
What up? So I wanted to ask, right? I know that you said that you wanted to get to world team, just like Will said, right, by the end of the year. So my thing is this: do you know the qualifications to get to world team?
Isn't it a certain amount of I don't know the exact word, but per month for like 3 months, right?
So we finna do this. We about to see. So listen, right? What level are you at right now?
I'm supervisor.
Okay. But who's your sponsor?
Amanda.
Nice.
Amanda.
For sure. So how long you been on the team?
In May, it'll be a year, because May 5th, I think I had just started Herbalife, and then like literally a month or a month and a half, I was at supervisor.
Is this your first time on the call?
No, I've been on calls. It's just I kind of faded away for a couple months, but I'm back.
Okay, bet. So listen, I'm gonna give you a tip, right? I'm gonna give you a tip just on that. Never fade away. There's nothing good when you fade away. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm gonna listen, right? How many of you guys have gone through stuff before? Type of 5 in the chat if you've gone through stuff before while doing Herbalife. Type of 5 in the chat. And we're not done though, but you can put it on mute real quick. We're not done.
I got
so that's okay.
That's why I'm like, let me mute
Yeah,
it.
it's all good. Okay, bet. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay, bet. Cool for sure, right? This is the thing. How many of you guys are attached to helping people? Type of 6 in the chat if you're attached to helping people. Type of 7 in the chat if you're attached to making money. Type of 8 in the chat if you're attached to the community. Type of 9 in the chat if you're attached to possibility and the vision. Okay, bet. You guys are all attached for multiple different reasons that are very strong, right? So my point is this, right? Whenever you're going through stuff, by you saying, okay, I'm gonna fade away, that means you're just saying like all the stuff that you just said 5 through 9 is not even important. If you're gonna tell me that you serious and that you want to make it to press team and that you want to change your life and that you want to make X amount of money, do the lifestyle, this be your main income, you travel the world, and those things are important to you, and those are staples to you, and those are pillars to you. And when you go through stuff, you will say you want to go ahead and step away and just forget about it, then you don't want to really want to change your life. Because those reasons, those 4 reasons, 5 reasons, 4 or 5 reasons, one of those should be enough for you to stay. One of them, y'all just type 4. So it's like when you're going through stuff, you should come closer to this, because this is what's going to make you feel good for one of those 4 reasons. Whether it's your friends, whether it's you actually helping people, whether it's you making money, or whether it's you getting closer to your dreams. By you saying, oh, I'm going through stuff, so let me just step away and do a cleanse and be by myself. I understand people got to be by themselves sometimes. I understand that. Like, I understand that you got to go through stuff, but there's no excuse for you to say I'm going to step away for an extended amount of time to put a delay on my dreams. That's weak. That's not right. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, your dreams should be worth more to you than that to say, okay, let me put them on hold real quick because I got my own shit going on. Listen, dude, it's going to always be shit going on. That's just life. We all grown at this point. I'm saying that right now, and somebody about to go through some shit tomorrow. That's just part of the game. That don't mean not go talk to people. That don't mean not show up. That don't mean be the person that you say you want to be. That don't mean be the role model that you want inside of your business. Because how many of you guys would want, right? If people in your downline, everybody's going through stuff, everybody just stop doing the business. Everybody just stop, just throw their hands up with it. Like, okay, we're just not going to do volume. Man, that ain't cool. And that's not right. You don't want that to happen to you. So be the soldier that you want to see in your future army. Okay? So Anna, back to you, right? I just ran off real quick, right? But I just wanted to make that point, not just for you, but just for everybody that's going to possibly go through. You're hella funny. So, all right, bet. So you want to make it to world team, right? We got to talk about how to get there, baby. So, do you know around how many volume points, or do you like, what do you know? Like, because this is a teaching point.
Mandy, I don't know if you could tell. I'm looking at you.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, right? So you're a supervisor, so that obviously means you did volume, you didn't signed up preferred members, you didn't signed up possibly distributors, right? One of those 3. You didn't got clients, preferred members, or distributors, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Which one?
Yes.
Which one of those 3 did you do, or all 3?
Honestly, it happened so fast. I did it within literally like a month. That's why I know I can do more, because I did it so fast. So if I put my head to it, I know I could do it. But to answer your question, I don't remember because it was last year.
Okay.
I literally have fell off like hella hard.
That's a prime
I know
example.
you saved me
You're
a life
on
lesson
fire.
about falling off.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna tell you, right? So you're a supervisor, so you get 50% off. Congrats, right? Thumbs up. It's lit, right? So okay, there's more. So now you got way more access to the business and the possibilities, right? Real quick, Okay, I'm going to talk about this real quick. I'm going to come back to this, right? Because I really want to do this with Anna. So you know about personal volume, you know about supervisor volume, right? Yes or no? It's cool if you don't know. All right, bet. So listen, check it out. What you're gonna want to do is ultimately, and you can talk with Amanda about this because this is a really like we can go super deep on this, right? But really, what you want to do is get a lot of distributors. You want to get a lot of preferred members, and you want to get a lot of clients, right?
Yeah.
Ultimately, bringing your volume up to 2,500 volume points, right? So for you to hit World Team, you're gonna need to do 500 4 months in a row,
Yeah.
right? So if you was looking at it like, okay, bet I'm gonna do April, May, June, July, right? If that was your goal, you would be hitting World Team in the same month as Extravaganza, and you would get recognized and it's super dope, right? That's just one way you could do it, or you can just do 10K in 1 month, right? But you could do
Okay.
the 500, one of the two, right? So there's multiple ways that you can do it. But ultimately, it's going to be up to you as a supervisor to say, okay, I'm going to build my business because it's up to me. Because now you're at the level where it's like, if you want to get it popping, we can get it popping. You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, I need to get back on it. I know I got all my stuff. I was on it. I knew things. And then there's no excuses, but I
Right.
faded away.
Nah, you all good. So now you got the opportunity to say, okay, I'm not going to fade away no more. And I'm going to rock out with the gang. And I'm about to go ahead and do my thing and go ahead and run to wherever I'm trying to get to inside of the business or whatever you want to do with the business in your life. Right.
Yeah.
So obviously, Amanda, your sponsor, you can tap in with her. I'm her sponsor. You can also tap in with me. It's always good. It's never bad. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Bet. So,
Thank you.
thank you. I appreciate it. So real quick. Okay. Bet. So speaking about that, right. Do you guys know the 7 ways that we all make money inside the business when you hit supervisor? Type, what are we on? 1 again? Type of 1 in the chat if you know all 7 ways. How many of you guys even knew it was 7 ways? Raise your hand if you didn't know it was 7 ways. It's cool, Anna. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right, bet.
I'm getting picked on.
It's cool. It's cool. Don't even trip. So, all right, Steph, Amanda, Madi, you should be typing a 1. Ariel, Ariel, can you come off of mute and explain the 7 ways that we can make money? Actually, you know what? I want to hear Will say his 4 or 5 ways, and then Ariel, I would love for you to say the other ways that he did not name. So, Will, let's get it, Will.
All right, for sure. So 4 or 5 ways that I remember. Obviously, you got retail, right? You got retail.
Explain now.
You got preferred
Explain though. I need you to explain for you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, what is that?
Retail orders. That is when you basically have someone, if you need money right now, right there and then, you have them complete a retail order. You go to my website, fill a card up, pay right there on the spot through PayPal. Okay, go straight to your PayPal account. Retail orders. 2, you get that monthly check from your preferred members. Okay, whenever your preferred members order, you get that monthly check that drops on the 15th, and that will essentially be your income. Okay, you got royalties. Your royalties come in when you hit your 2,500 a month. You get that 5% of that 2,500. Okay. The next one, I believe, is it's slipping. See, it's right there. It's right there.
You have a lifeline. You have a lifeline.
Don't you get when you get someone to a supervisor, you get something from that as well. If you have a downline, right? You have someone a part of your org, you get them up to a supervisor, you get cashed out for that, right?
So no, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna save you. Right?
Right.
So I'm gonna correct you a little bit on the second one. So the retail was correct.
Okay.
The correct cash flow, hand to hand cash. It's lit, right? The wholesale, right? The check, right? The wholesale is made up of preferred members and everybody that's a distributor to qualified producer, or pretty much everybody that's a distributor all the way up to the point they just hit supervisor. So it's all those distributors as well. So that's part of the wholesale. And then the third one is royalties, yes, which is supervisors, right? When you get your 5%, 2,500, right? What ultimately supervisor volume, right? So that's the 3 ways, right? So do you want to stop at the 3? It's cool if you want to stop at the
I
3.
could try and juice up the memory glands, but
So,
to be
like,
real, we supposed to be
okay,
sitting
like
here in
it's cool.
silence.
Now, this is great because again, you got to be able to. This is important for you guys because you guys want to be able to say like, "Yo, this is how we make money." Like, if you meet somebody that's like, "Yo, I want to make money," like, how do you make it? This is the way you make it. So, what's the 4th one? Do you want to go ahead and attempt?
Shoot. It's slipping. I'm at a dead stop. Can I get a lifeline?
Yeah, Ariel, save him for the other 4 because he named 3.
Oh Lord, I don't think I can do it. Because I'm trying not to cheat, and I'm really just trying to go off fresh off my dome. You know what I mean?
Right.
But let's see. He has retail, wholesale, and royalties.
Yes.
Okay. I want to say bonuses.
Yes, but yes,
Okay.
thank you, Ariel. Bonuses for sure.
So like the Mark Hughes bonus, right?
The Mark Hughes bonus,
Next-
that's 5.
Oh, that's 5. Oh, bonus and Mark Hughes bonus is 2 separate.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Okay, and then vacations.
Yes.
Okay, so like
Check.
trips and everything that you earn, through these, promotions.
Right.
God. Woo-wee. It's burning, isn't it? I can't.
You already
Dang,
said it. You
Jer.
said it without saying it.
Oh, I said it. Okay.
Yeah, you
It's
said it without saying it.
Promotions.
Yes, for sure. Okay.
Okay.
Ariel, clap it up for Ariel and Will because they did a really good job on that. Shout out to Will for sure. So I really want to, so I'm going to be clear with you guys, right? So we're clear on retail, right? Nod your guys' head. We're clear on retail. We're clear on wholesale. Yes. Nodding heads. It's cool if not. Okay, bet. We're clear on royalties. Yes. Right. And it's cool. I know that you knew, right? So it's cool. Like we're gonna get you there, right? Bonuses. We know about bonuses, right? We're clear on bonuses. Yeah, okay, for sure, right? And if not, ask your upline or your sponsor, whatever, right? Vacations, we're clear on vacations, why we get paid on vacations, right? Yeah, okay, cool, for sure. Mark Hughes bonus awards, we talked about that like a couple weeks ago. We're clear on that. Mark Hughes bonus awards, yes, okay, bet. And then promotions, we get paid for promotions as well. So pretty much everybody on this line has qualified for, somebody on this line has qualified for either a vacation bonus. I've been off too long. My arms are sweating with all these. She's silly. A regular bonus, right? Amanda got an active world team bonus for hitting active world team. I also received my Get Team bonus check before. We've received money for a vacation before. People on this line have received promotion money, right, for hitting a certain volume point for whatever reason for an event. The only people that we have, nobody's on this call has received a Mark Hughes bonus award. So pretty much I've had access to 6 ways of the money, right? So to get that 7th way, it's, you know what I'm saying, it take a little bit more work. But I just want you guys to know it's 7 ways to get paid, right? They paying you 7 different ways inside of Herbalife. And it's open, it's available. All you got to do is say, listen, check it out. I'm gonna, like, they're incentivizing you almost to go get some more money. Like we talked about this before. Like, if you want to make money inside of Herbalife, Herbalife is going to reward you with more money. Like, that is what it is. But you can look at the money as impact, right? And what impact means is, okay, bet I'm gonna just help hella people. Help hella people. That's a huge impact. If you just say, listen, I'm about to get 50 new clients in my community, that's a huge impact in your community. And you will be compensated for your impact. You will. I guarantee if you make an impact, you'll be compensated. With not only monetarily, but with the sense of, yo, I've just changed this person's life. I just got this new person started on their journey. I possibly helped this person save 15 years or X amount of years off their life by them dropping weight, by them becoming more healthier, by helping them with their heart, by helping them with their digestive health, by taking stress off their joints. We got all that kind of stuff. Like, you guys got to realize, like, dude, I don't got no products right here right now, but it's in my kitchen. Like, you guys got to realize that is some powerful stuff that we got in our hands that we can just order and give to people. Like, it's powerful. So treat it with what Uncle Ben say? With great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben said that, right? For Spider-Man, if you guys know, right? Spider-Man, Uncle Ben. With great power comes great responsibility. We have a great power, and it's our responsibility. It's our duty to say, okay, you know what? Let me help the next person, and the next person, and the next person, and the next person. Because by you saying, I'm going to help hella people and change their life, your life will be changed. And that's what we signed up for. We didn't sign up to play small. We didn't sign up to just say, let me post on Instagram and make it look like it's going. No, we signed up to really be going. We signed up to really travel the world. We signed up to really say, hey, ma, here go to 10 bands. Hey, ma, here's the new house. For your kids to not grow up how we necessarily have to grow up. For them to have whatever they want. When they want to ask for it, it's good. You ain't got to say, oh, I got to save. You ain't got to put nothing on layaway. We signed up to be going. We signed up to be legendary. So we need to be doing legendary things and legendary actions. Are you guys with me? Type a 2 in the chat if you guys are with me. Because it's all ours. It's all available. It's not discriminatory. It's not better for women. It's not better for men. It's not better if you black. It's not better if you white. It ain't. Now, how many places can you say that? It ain't better if you black. It ain't better if you white. How many places can you say that at? Not too many places. Probably nowhere. But in Herbalife, it's like that. It's good. It's just about who you are. Is your character high? Are you a good person? Are you willing to talk? Are you willing to do? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to show up? If you're willing to do the intangible things, then you can change your life and be one of the greats and have your name etched in history forever. And why do I say actually etched? Because when you hit president's team, you get your name on a little bar on the wall of hella people that hit Prez, which is a small amount compared to all the people that actually do Herbalife, and it's there forever until the earth is gone. That it's there forever. Your name, your legacy. That means something. You might not have made it to the NBA. You might have not went to the NFL. You may have not necessarily went to Harvard or been the lawyer due to certain circumstances or whatever the case is, or not enough talent. That may have been the case, but you can make it to Prez if you want to, if you're willing to work hard enough and give enough and stay in long enough. You can make it to Prez. And that, my friends, is just as sweet. I promise it is. I promise it is. So, the challenge started, right? Challenge started. It's lit. Let's get to it. If you still have time to get in, you still have time to add your clients. So that's going down. Just started yesterday, so it's plenty of time. Let's get to it. That's going down. I want to tell you guys I've had success with the flow. Who else have had success with the flow? I seen Amanda. What's the cutoff date? Wednesday. Wednesday is the cutoff date. Wednesday is the cutoff date. I've had success with the flow. Bonnie raised her hand. Amanda's raised her hand, or yeah, she raised her hand. If you guys don't remember the flow, it's ultimately on the call. Go ahead and watch it when Erica was the guest speaker, right? I've used it. I use it today and it actually worked. So I got a new client today and it was awesome. It was super simple. If you're really serious, go to my website or go to the, you know what I'm saying, the Situ, right? Oh, this is what I wanted you guys to show you guys. This is just what I'm doing because you get a little bit more specific on there. So you guys know that there's obviously you guys know about the wellness profile on myherbalife.com, right? And it asks pretty general questions. It's not like, super detailed, right? But I actually made, because I seen this on somebody else that do Herbalife, right? I'm looking on Instagram and I seen this chick and she does Herbalife and it said, somebody filled out my survey, right? You guys have probably maybe seen this before, maybe not. I don't know. This is my first time seeing it like this, right? Where it's super simple. So It's pretty much this website, jotform.com, and I pretty much just created a template. It was already a template made, right? And it's pretty much this is a wellness profile that I personally made that asks more specific questions, right? So when somebody goes to like it emails you like, oh, they just did it, right? It's pretty much the same thing with Herbalife. Name, phone number, Instagram username, best time to call or text. I'm looking for an opportunity to make extra income. Can you tell me more about this? I'm interested in the Herbalife opportunity, whatever, right? What are your goals? Some extra stuff right here if you want to say something. What's your current height and weight? Have you tried Herbalife before? What's your current nutrition like? Some, option if you want to say some more stuff right here. How serious are you about getting to your goals? They can say whatever, my little transformation photo, right? How soon are you looking to get started ASAP this week, this month? Boom, put me on, right? That's just the button to say enter, right? So after that, it sends me an email and ultimately, that's what it is, right? So I'm gonna actually just copy this so you guys can do this if you want to. Jotform.com, that's ultimately the website, but
You might want to correct your spelling, or not spelling, but you missed an apostrophe somewhere.
you know
I
what?
just happened to notice it. I saw it really quick. I said, "Oh, there's not a I'm."
I appreciate that truly. Thank you. I truly do, right? Thank you. I appreciate it. But you guys definitely do not have to do that, right? That's just something that I'm doing that I've had that I've had that I've had added into my repertoire. I've had a few people fill it out. It's cool. It's just a little bit more specific than the Herbalife one, which, if you just want to add that to your game. Grammar police, you guys are silly. But yeah, so that's that. Jotform.com. Okay, LDW this weekend, right? So if you're going to the house, this applies in general, whether you're going to the Tahoe house or you're doing it at the house with your other sidelines or whatever the hell, right? Listen, it's LDW, it's a 3-day event. So there's Friday for tab team and above, I believe, or active world team and above, I believe. Friday and Saturday is general training. I suggest to you guys that you actually show up because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to just be like, okay, I'm coming to the house. Do we all here? And there's more fun than training. I know what it's like because I've been a part of it, and it's cool if you ain't serious about your goals. It's cool if you ain't serious. But we talked about, you guys have a record. I just want you guys to know all this stuff is recorded on the call that you guys said that I'm serious. This is what I want. La, 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 right? So not that I'm keeping track. It's just for your own sake. If you show up this weekend to your sidelines house, your downlines house, your uplines house, or you're going to the house in Tahoe, right? Yes, there's going to be fun. There's going to be laughs. There's going to be all that jazz. That's part of Herbalife, right? That's the part of the magic that makes it lit, right? For sure. But I guarantee you, do you guys think that Style, Tamika, KO, Jonathan Weber, all these fools, right? Garen Jones, Super, Steven, Annie, and Seven, do you guys think that they show up to the events while the events are going on and they're playing around and stuff? No, they're not. They're serious. They're taking notes because this is their business. This is their life. Their life depends on it, right? They treat it as such, which is why they're in these upper levels doing things that we want to do in the future, right? So my suggestion is this, right? Let's get to it while we're there, right? Or while you're wherever you're at. Like, let's get to it. Let's actually show up and be the people that we say we want to be, right? Because again, if you had a house of your whole downline and the training was going on and they was playing around and all that kind of stuff, you gonna kind of be like, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna kind of be like that. You gonna be like that for sure. So be the person you want to see in your army in the future, right? Be a soldier that you want to see in your army in the future. Be the person that you want to be, and let's show up and actually learn, right? And let's converse about it, XYZ, and then turn up how we supposed to turn up. Do the thing how we supposed to do it, because at the end of the day, that's where the magic happens, right? So that's all I got to say about that. Does it let distributors register? I see. It said my ID was invalid. Yes, it does. Danae, yeah, you got to register for sure. So, you may have typed your ID in wrong because, yeah, or you might have gave the wrong answer on one of the things. But no, I should let you register for sure.
LDW, really quick, Coop, with her saying that reminds me, it's not just for supervisors and above, right? Or 1,000 points. Was there a requirement? No, right?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's everybody because it's virtual.
Well, Mandy thing just came up and says qualification, so that's why I was asking.
There are
Because I know previously you had to do 1,000 DV
Yeah,
the month prior.
1,000 volume points to qualify for it.
Oh,
Boom. Yeah, I was right.
that. Yeah. I mean, okay. So, yeah, okay. Listen, we have the opportunity, right? If you're whatever you guys need to look at where you're at. If you haven't already qualified, you guys need to look at where you're at because you have time. Obviously, it's Monday. LDW is not till Friday, right? Really not until Saturday for most of you guys. 5 days to say, okay, let me get my, if it's the 1,000 or whatever volume up until that point that you need to go ahead and get it right and then qualify. So Danae, that's probably why, because of you didn't qualify. So who's your sponsor? Or who's the sponsor?
Mark.
Mark. Okay, bet. Mark Jefferson?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. You need to get with Mark, right? And if Mark is like not necessarily whatever, you can hit me up, right? And we can talk about the whole situ, right? So yeah, you have a lot of time to get to 1,000, right? For sure. Okay, so that's LDW. We talked about the job form. We talked about Danae. Is that cool? You get it, right? I don't want to.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, bet for sure. All right. So LDW, we good. We talked about the job form. We talked about the shenanigans. Okay, bet. All questions are good questions. If you have any. No, everybody's good. Okay, bet. 3, 2, 1.